Hi guys, so I'm here in Taraz Nabad on Nightmare PS4, and this video is basically aimed at uh, newcomers to Doom Eternal who are on console and who maybe are struggling a bit with the Marauder. So the Marauder, when he was first introduced as an enemy in Doom Eternal, had quite a he was quite divisive. So half the people thought that he was too defensive, broke up the pace too much. Half the other people absolutely loved the fact that there was a very, very different, intelligent AI making you rethink your strategy. So I really liked the Marauder. The first time I encountered him, um, geez, I can't even remember how many times I died. It was painful. Um, I didn't know about quick switching then, so I was getting off in single shots in between attacks when I could. I was very, very ineffective. So obviously there's lots of players out there who have created really interesting and unique ways to absolutely obliterate this guy in much, much faster ways that I'm going to demonstrate now. But this is what I would call the standard method that was developed when Doom Eternal first came out of getting rid of the Marauder. So what you're going to be using is the quick switching method, which I mentioned in one of my previous videos. So what you're going to be doing is just holding down R2 and tapping R1 to switch weapons. And the weapons we're going to use to defeat the Marauder is the trusty ballista super shotgun. So as I said already, we'll be holding down R2 and tapping quickly R1, and that means we're going to cycle through the shots. What we're aiming to do is to land 3 shots to the Marauder in his in that window where his eyes glow green, and we can lay down some damage. That's all we're going to be doing. Laying down 3 shots, running away, putting a bit of distance between us and him, landing another 3 shots, doing that a couple of times, and that should be him done. So as per usual, I will be talking through things in real time as I do them, just for you to know what it is I'm thinking and why I'm doing certain things. So take it away, Samuel. Look at this. Look at this. The first time I viewed this level, I was just like, whoa, what's this? Is this Skyrim? It's amazing, amazing. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that water. Okay, so there's a couple of enemies to defeat first before we get to the Marauder. Just wait for our chainsaw to appear. Okay, so this is a great place to practice fighting the Marauder if it's something that you feel you're still struggling with, because you have a big open space. Ideally, whenever I fight him, I try to fight him in an area which has a round surface area. So this is perfect. Sometimes if it's too narrow, the way he dashes and moves around you and kind of comes next to you and behind you, it can be quite hard to give yourself enough distance, and therefore you can find yourself taking damage very quickly. So in this particular arena, and any arena really, I try to encourage him to follow me to an open area where we can actually battle it out a bit easier. So for once I'm going to change from the Destroyer Blade, just because I want to get rid of the Caco Demon that spawns, and then we'll just take it from there. Okay, so quick switching, remember, so 1, 2, 3, double dash, we run away for a bit, let's get some ammo, we want to give ourselves a bit of distance, so another little open area. This is another challenge you have to deal with him sometimes. Enemy fire will mean that he'll block it and he'll spawn his wolf. So again, 1, 2, 3, let's get some health, run away, so the wolf is spawned again. Make sure you delete it ASAP, because it's really painful. Flung myself up in the air to encourage him to follow me again. So those zombies are proving a bit of a nuisance. So we've got to try and get them out of the way if possible. So he's coming. Okay, so we have a bit more of a better playing field now. So let's come down here, wait for him to come again, and quick switching. 2, 3, done. Okay. So what you have to always be prepared is to improvise when things don't go as neatly as you would like them to. Especially when there's other enemies around, like you saw there, that make his shield appear at times when you wouldn't want it to or expect it to. Suddenly the wolf appears, suddenly it's a different scenario. So always try and utilize, like I did there a couple of times, the meat hook to move yourself through the air, get yourself to the area you want to be in quickly, and just make sure you got the quick switching down. Because all I was doing was I knew if I just waited for him after he threw his axe, and I know I didn't do too well in one occasion, I actually walked straight into the axe, but they're normally pretty easy to evade, and then you know he's going to come running to you in a straight line, and all you do is hold down R2 and just go cycle through R1, 3 shots, double jump, move out the way for a bit, go all the way back, maybe try and fight him here a little bit more if you wanted to. It's still a bit narrow. You can jump over someone, meat hook, come back down here, wait for him again, he'll throw his axe, you move to the side, come straight down, 3 shots again. And like you saw there, it was 3 repetitions of those quick swaps was enough to actually kill him. So yes, I hope this helped you to give you an insight on how to get you started with defeating the Marauder. He's not as threatening as he originally appears, but the key is always is more about the battlefield than him. He's not so much the main threat, is when he's combined with other enemies like you saw there. That's the problem, when you have to divert your attention between different targets. That's why the way they introduce him in Ark Complex is good, because it's almost like a one-on-one. But slowly in the game and in the DLC obviously and the master levels, it really ramps it up, and you have to be able to be comfortable with multitasking. So just make sure you practice that, get comfortable defeating him one-on-one in the way I showed you here, and then you can see, have a look at some other videos from other YouTubers who have found really interesting and wacky ways in which to delete him. And if you're able to do that as well on console, then fantastic. I tend to stick to this just because I know what I need to do, and I know it's effective, and it means that in the middle of a bigger battle, I don't have to think about it too much. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all soon. Cheers.